Parrots are one of the most colorful and recognizable birds on our planet, with over 400 different species inhabiting various continents and climate zones. While most parrots are relatively small birds, some of their species can grow very large and thus lose the ability to fly. In today's video, we will focus only on the largest species and rank them according to their weight from lightest to heaviest. The first species on the list comes from southeastern Australia, and it is the yellow-tailed Black-Cockatoo, also known as the funeral cockatoo. The latter comes from its first scientific description, which relates that its plumage has the same coloration as if it were dressed for a funeral. However, later studies have shown that its plumage exhibits varied coloration, ranging from brownish black to pale black, with prominent yellow cheeks, tail, and pinkish eye rings. They tend to inhabit temperate forests and pine plantations, but sometimes can be found in urban areas where food is plentiful. Their diet primarily consists of seeds, nectar, and pine cones. The yellow-tailed black-cockatoo can grow up to 26 inches in length and weigh up to 1.9 pounds, which is a significant weight for a parrot species. Despite being listed as the least concern by the IUCN, their numbers continue to decrease due to habitat loss. The yellow-tailed black-cockatoo is an exciting parrot with a unique coloration that comes at number 10 in today's list. The next species on the list has a wide distribution, so we won't be focusing on the exact area. This parrot species is commonly found in Central and South America, and it is among the most famous birds on the planet. Meet the Scarlet Macaw, also known as the red-breasted macaw. Its range extends from southeastern Mexico to Bolivia and Brazil, where these parrots are native to humid, evergreen forests. Their striking plumage defines them from other macaw species, making them one of the most popular exotic birds, which is also recognized as the national bird of Honduras. Some individuals of the Scarlet Macaw can live up to 75 or even 90 years, but their typical lifespan is around 40 to 50 years, making them a great choice if you decide to have one as a pet. Unfortunately, their population is declining in several regions, but they are listed as the least concern due to a wide range and a large overall population. The largest specimens of the Scarlet Macaw can reach up to 32 inches in length and weigh nearly 2.2 pounds at their heaviest. It is a truly magnificent parrot species that comes at number 9 in today's list. The next species on the list lives not so far away from the previous one, as the blue-throated macaw, also known as the Canindi macaw, is native to a small area in northern Bolivia and is considered one of the rarest parrot species, with only 300 individuals remaining in the wild. Until 2010, it was hunted by native people to make feathered headdresses for ritual dances. However, since 2014, this parrot has been protected by Bolivian law. Unlike most parrot species, they do not live in the forest, instead choosing to nest in islands of palm trees, where they feed on the fruits, which makes up a majority of their diet, since they don't consume seeds or nuts like other macaws. The blue-throated macaw can grow up to 33 inches in length and weigh up to 2.5 pounds, making them slightly heavier than the previous parrots. They are listed as a critically endangered species by the IUCN, and the number of blue-throated macaws is only decreasing due to habitat loss, pet trading, diseases, and invasive species. I hope that this unique parrot will recover in the next decades, and we will see thousands of them in the wild. The blue-throated macaw is a very interesting parrot that comes at number 8 in today's list. The next species on the list is also a macaw, but with a larger distribution. Previously they could be found in large numbers in Central and South America, but now they inhabit only small pockets in Mexico, Argentina, and Bolivia. Meet the military macaw, a medium to large-sized parrot with a distinctive green plumage that resembles a military uniform. Although they appear similar to great green macaws, they are not quite as large, and their bills are black instead of white. They typically inhabit deciduous and semi-deciduous forests, where they feed on seeds, fruits, and leaves. In 2025, approximately 6,000 military macaws can be found in the wild, and they are listed as a vulnerable species due to their declining numbers. The military macaw can reach a body length of 35 inches and a serious body weight of 2.6 pounds. This is undoubtedly a large parrot with a unique coloration that comes at number 7 in today's list. To discover our next species, we need to come back to Australia, as our next parrot is the palm cockatoo, also known as the Great Black-Cockatoo. It is considered the largest parrot of Australia and the largest cockatoo in the world, inhabiting northeastern Australia, New Guinea, Sarong, West Papua, and Indonesia. They have a fantastic grey-black plumage which is broken only by prominent red patches under their eyes. This parrot species was named after the Andanus palm, the fruits of which make up the majority of its diet. The palm cockatoo is still relatively common in Cape York, where it's nonetheless threatened by habitat destruction. In 2025, their overall population is estimated to be between 260,000 and 640,000 mature individuals, making their population the largest of all cockatoo species. Speaking of their size, the largest individuals of the palm cockatoo can reach a body length of 24 inches and a body weight of 2.7 pounds. Despite being the largest species of cockatoo, it comes only at number 6 in today's list. The following species of parrot may resemble a military macaw, and not without a reason, as it is one of its closest living relatives. Meet the Great Green Macaw, which is also known as the Great Military Macaw. They appear to be superficially similar to the military macaw and may be easily confused with it. However, a broader body structure along with a whitish beak and a pale green plumage may help you distinguish it. The Great Green Macaw is found from Honduras to Panama, Colombia and western Ecuador, establishing colonies in tropical forests and coastal lowlands. It allows them to sustain a high-calorie diet, which includes nuts, fruits, flowers and roots, as well as tree barks, enabling them to outgrow some of the previous members. They typically measure around 35 inches long and weigh up to 2.9 pounds. Today, fewer than 1,000 individuals are left in the wild, and their population continues to decrease. It faces severe threats, from habitat destruction to the pet trade and diseases. Approximately 90% of its original habitat in Costa Rica was lost between 1900 and the year 2000, putting it at the brink of extinction in this country. Without a doubt, the Great Green Macaw is not only large, but also a fantastic species of parrot that comes at number 5 in today's list. The next species on the list is yet another inhabitant of Latin America, and it is also considered one of the most well-known parrots in the world. Meet the blue and yellow macaw, which is also known as the blue and gold macaw. It's a large neotropical parrot with amazing coloration, which is found from northern Colombia to southern Brazil and has a population of over 10,000 individuals. However, what's even more impressive is its captive population. This parrot species is so popular that over 1 million blue and gold macaws are living in captivity worldwide, making it one of the largest captive populations of any large parrot. They may live as long as 70 years and possesses remarkable mimicry abilities, which allows them to talk. It's undoubtedly a great choice if you want to have it as a pet. With that being said, we can come back to the wild populations. The blue and yellow macaws tend to inhabit forests, woodlands and tropical savannas, but they can also establish some occasional populations in urban areas. In addition to nuts, it also feeds on seeds, fruits, vegetable matter, bark and leaves. It allows them to reach a body length of 34 inches and a massive body weight of up to 3 pounds. The parrot of this size is very formidable and comes at number 4 in today's list. The next species on the list is yet another famous macaw, which is often associated with parrots themselves, as it is a common member of cartoons and educational books. Meet the red and green macaw, which is also known as the green-winged macaw. It's a large parrot with mostly red plumage, which is found from Colombia to Paraguay, inhabiting a major part of South America. The exact number of its wild population is unknown, but it's estimated to be between 50,000 and 500,000 individuals. This parrot is also considered to be the second most popular macaw species in the world, but it's not widely distributed like the blue and the yellow macaw, since they are much more expensive and prices can often double than that of the previous species. Now let's get back to the wild populations. The red and green macaws tend to nest in forests and woodlands where they mate for life. The largest individuals of these parrot species can grow to immense sizes, reaching a body length of 37 inches and a body weight of 3.7 pounds, making them true giants among the flying parrots. Unfortunately, like all the previous species, they suffer from habitat loss, poaching and illegal capture for the pet trade. It's undoubtedly an outstanding parrot species which comes at number 3 in today's list. We don't need to travel far for our next species, as it is another inhabitant of South America. Meet the Hyacinth Macaw, the largest flying parrot in the world. It has a remarkable appearance, which defines it from the rest of macaws. Its feathers are mostly blue, with lighter tones above and a vibrant yellow ring around the eyes and beak. The Hyacinth Macaw can be found in Brazil and has 3 main colonies throughout the country. They prefer to reside in palm swamps and woodlands and tend to avoid dense, humid forests. As of 2025, their wild population is estimated to be around 6,500 individuals. It can also be kept as a companion parrot, but it's not recommended for novice bird keepers, as the Hyacinth Macaw requires a large amount of space, regular exercises, and a specific stainless steel cage. Additionally, the price of $10,000 is not uncommon for a young Hyacinth Macaw. Recently, I mentioned that it is the largest flying parrot, as the number 1 species is the only extant flightless parrot, so let's take a look at the size of the flying giant. The Hyacinth Macaw can reach a body length of 39 inches or 1 meter and a staggering body weight of 3.7 pounds. This makes it the second largest parrot species in the world, which comes at number 2 in today's list. It won't be a huge surprise if I tell you that the final species on today's list is the Kakapo, also known as the owl parrot. It is the only flightless parrot alive today, and also the largest. The Kakapo is endemic to New Zealand, which is also known as the home of an extinct giant moa and a little kiwi bird. The inability to fly, together with vestigial wings, is the common characteristics that unite them. However, each of these species is perfectly adapted to its surrounding area, and the Kakapo is no exception. Before the arrival of Maoris in New Zealand, the only threat to the parrot was the host seagull, so the Kakapo became nocturnal to avoid it. The yellow-green plumage allowed the Kakapo to blend into the surrounding forest area, so it was hard to see the parrot from the sky. And even if a threat came close to it, the Kakapo would freeze for as long as needed, so the predator would think it was dead or had run away. All of its adaptations worked as a clock before the Maoris and then the Europeans came to New Zealand. The latter introduced numerous invasive species, which made sense when worse for an already small population. By the late 1980s, the population size of Kakapo has dropped to its lowest point, with only 61 birds remaining in a few colonies. As of 2025, the population is estimated to be 244 individuals, each with its own name and GPS transmitter, as each individual is crucial for the survival of the species. It is also possibly one of the world's longest living birds, with a reported lifespan of up to 100 years. However, what's even more impressive is its size. It is surely not the tallest, as its overall height is only 25 inches, but the immense weight of 6.6 pounds makes it an absolute champion among the extant parrot species, so the Kakapo comes at number 1 in today's list. Well, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments below what is your favorite species of parrot and why do you love it so much. Thanks for your time and I wish you a good day.